Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. Now, have you ever found yourself in the situation where you've got perhaps a spare hard drive lying around, or perhaps you've got an SSD from a previous computer just sort of in a cupboard somewhere, not really doing much, or perhaps you've upgraded a desktop computer and you're not sure what to do with the hard drive that you've taken out? Or indeed, another use case scenario is that you want to build your own external hard drive, and sometimes you get a better warranty with internal hard drives than you do with external. So what you can do is you can buy an internal 3.5-inch SATA hard drive or an SSD and then put it in your own enclosure, and that's what I'm going to show you today. What I've got here is an enclosure from Inateck. Inateck very kindly sent me out I think it's the FE, or it's their FE3002. You don't have to remember that because I've left links to where you can buy this down in the video description. But Inateck very kindly sent me out their USB 3 3.5-inch SATA Hard Drive Enclosure. And it's a really nice unit because it's tool free. So that means you can swap the drives in and out very quickly and easily. And it's made of plastic primarily, and it's a really nice little enclosure. Now, I do just want to give you full disclosure. Inateck sent me this out free of charge. To do this video, I'm going to tell you the good and the bad. All of the opinions expressed are indeed my own. They haven't asked me to say anything in particular. Now, inside the box, you get the enclosure itself, which we'll take a closer look at very shortly. You also get an instruction manual. It's going to get you up and running, but it's pretty self-explanatory, really. You also get a USB 3 cable. So USB 3 cable supplied inside the box. Normally you see the different type of connector on this end, but this is a straight USB A to USB A cable. You also get a little sticky pad with a bit of foam on, which is to place on your hard drive just to sort of decrease vibrations. You can stick this on the top of your hard drive. And then we also get a power supply. We're in the UK, so it's a 3-pin UK power adapter with the little prong type connector on the end. And then of course the tool-free enclosure. So this is really nice looking. Even though it's made of plastic, it's a nice grade of plastic. It's not glossy apart from this little piece here on the corner. We've got some subtle Inateck branding on the top. Round on the bottom we've got rubberized feet and also some ventilation slots on the back there to keep things nice and cool. And then on the front edge we've got a power button here. I call this the front edge. The connections are here as well. So this is really the back edge and this is the front. So, but I would prefer this to be the front really, because it's got a nice little angular bit on it. We've also got some more ventilation here as well, and we've got the power supply input and also the USB connection. And then to open this up, it's really simple. We just give it a little push and then it slides off like so into two pieces. And then you can see here inside the enclosure we've got a connector here, and you simply place your hard drive into the enclosure and then it locates into place. Now, I'm not going to do this, but this is where you'd stick your sticky pad sort of here, for example, and it's just to stop some vibrations coming through from the hard drive. But if I was going to be swapping in and out, I probably wouldn't even bother putting that on. But it is a good idea if you're going to be moving this around, because you don't want the hard drive sort of wobbling on that connector. So it's a good idea to place this on if you are making a full-time enclosure, not planning on swapping hard drives in and out. If you are planning on swapping hard drives in and out a lot, then I did that video a couple of days back of the Inateck dock for SATA drives. So it's worth considering getting a dock rather than an enclosure if you're planning on using lots of different drives. So this is it. You just sort of slide that back on, make sure it's located in the slots on the side, clicks back into place, and you are good to go. Power it up, connect via USB, and then this is going to act as a really good enclosure. Now, I did some quick tests. It performed fine. It's no noisier than the drive itself. It's the drive that's going to cause the noise. I would definitely suggest putting this pad on, because if you listen, the hard drive's going to move around a bit in the enclosure if you don't. But it's a nice solid well made USB 3 SATA enclosure. Now I mentioned SSDs. If you are going to put an SSD in there, you're going to have to pad that out a little bit more. It's not really designed for 2.5 inch SSDs, so you're going to have to either pad an SSD out or indeed convert the SSD yourself. You don't get a converter inside the box. And then to take your hard drive out, you simply pull it off with a connector. Job done. Very, very good indeed. Really nice enclosure. I wanted to bring you this review. I know it's a very simple product, but I just want to show you that these products are out there and available, purely because I like to make my own enclosures, because then I get a really good warranty on those internal hard drives, and these are really handy to have around. I've left links to where you can actually pick one of these up for yourself down in the video description, so please do use those links if you can. There's also a link down there to the Inateck website, so you can see the whole range of their products, which is extensive, so please do check out the website too. That's it for this video. Have a fantastic weekend ahead, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in another video very soon.